biggest fight of your career, Belal, coming up on short notice, right off of Ramadan. So you found out essentially 3 weeks ago that you were going to have this fight. I saw you in the elevator yesterday, and you basically said, you know, you felt so good coming out of Ramadan that wasn't a huge issue. Of course, you're fasting throughout that time, and I'm just wondering if only having 3 weeks to focus on this is almost easier for a guy like you who trains year-round.
Yeah, I mean, for me, it's like, you give me 8 weeks, I'm going to beat John Jones. You give me 3 weeks, I can be any welterweight in the world.
I love that. Why did you ask for 5 rounds in this fight?
You saw what I weighed in at. I weighed in at championship weight. I'm a championship fighter. I'm here to prove that I'm a champion. All the champions do is fight 5 rounds.
Yeah, what's up, Belal? How we doing? It's Wyman. Originally, you weren't going to take this fight, I believe, because Ramadan, it was just too much. It was on such short notice, and you're on this huge win streak where, like, most people feel like you deserve to be fighting for the belt already. What made you change and decide to take this fight?
You know, I was just sitting there thinking to myself, and I'm like, thinking of the stories of guys like you who fought Damian Maia on 1 week notice, and guys like Bisping who won the title on a couple of days notice, and like your legendary stories and where you guys went from there. And I was like, this is going to be a part of my story. Like, nothing was ever given to me. I had to take everything I earned, and this is going to be one of those things. Winning tomorrow night is going to give me the title fight.
I love it. And then, like, obviously this is definitely a #1 contender fight for you. It's on short notice. Pressure-wise, because it's such short notice, is there less pressure, do you feel like, on you, or just kind of same as always?
Yeah, for sure. Definitely less pressure because I'm a guy who overworks. I'll sit there 8 weeks, overthink the process, sit there, do double the work that I should be doing. So, like, right now I'm like, dang, it's fight week already? Tomorrow's the fight? Psh, perfect, let's go.
Right? I love that about short notice fights. You know, like, everyone feels bad for people with short notice fights, but, like, there's a blessing in disguise with that.
Belal, so I can hear in your voice how it's changed because you're cutting the weight. Your breath probably stink real bad right now. But it's like, how good do you feel knowing you about to get some water in you and everything, knowing that the weight cut is done and all you got to do is get the business?
First of all, I'm looking at you with the belt, and I'm looking at the other guys with disappointment. I'm like, how you guys keep letting DC
Yeah,
win?
you see it.
He doesn't win that often, trust me. He does not win that often, Belal. No.
I chose Laura to be on my team.
Him and Laura.
That's what happened.
Hey, him and Laura
playing a game of catch.
Laura can't catch, bro.
Back to the interview. We'll show him the tape.
With Laura, we lost.
Hey, Belal,
No, but this tastes so good. I can't wait after this. Like you said, putting the fuel back in me, tomorrow's gonna be so good.
Belal, you know, last week I had to call you because you told someone you weighed 207 pounds, so everybody was worried. So now the question becomes, how much do you weigh going into the octagon tomorrow night? How much do you put on as you go back in there? Because everybody was scared, thought you weighed 210 7 days before the fight.
Nah, for me, I like to go in there light. Like, I like to walk around at 185, 186, and that's where I feel my best. And like I said, I'm working with the best in the world. People don't get my sense of humor. So I saw Brett write the article. I'm like, bro, I was just joking around when you called. I was like, bro, it's all fun and games. And he's like, man, Ian Larry was like, I don't think they get your sense of humor. I was like, oh, all right.
Well, you sound like you're having a good time, man. You sound energetic. You don't seem to be hurting as bad as most when they step off the scale.
Yeah, no, as I said, it's always easy for me. I love this game. I love this sport, man. It's all a part of the game. And tomorrow's the night where I get to have my fun. So now it's like nothing else matters.
Belal, you know, a lot of us have been talking this week about the strain that Ramadan puts on your body physically and how hard it is to train, you know, without the calories and stuff. But I thought it was really interesting to hear you talk about how, yeah, maybe it's tough on my body, but it's the clearest that my mind ever will be. And I think I just had never thought about it that way. Explain that for those of us who don't, you know, who don't celebrate Ramadan.
Yeah, honestly, like Ramadan for me is like a detox. Like your whole mind, everything you do negatively in your life, you try to better yourself as a person, religiously bring yourself closer to God. Like stop doing all that extra waste of time stuff you do. And I was doing that the whole month. And I'm like, when they called me for the fight, I'm like, mentally, I feel the best I've ever felt mentally. And then for fighters, it's like, I could train 8 weeks. My body would be the best it's ever felt. But if I get in the cage and my mind's not right, I'm still going to lose. So now my mind is where it's supposed to be at. I don't care where my body's at because the mind is 90% of where the fight is.
Dana has said definitively that the winner of this fight will get the next title shot after Leon fights Colby. So knowing what your path looks like if you get past this fight, what does What's a perfect performance look like on Saturday for you? What's the perfect ending look like?
Honestly, that just hearing the boss say that, excites me so much. For me, it's going out there and piggybacking off that finish. I got up Sean Brady. That was the biggest fight of my career. This is the biggest fight of my career tomorrow night. And I'm going to show you guys how great I really am. And you guys are going to be sitting there like, that was him on 3 weeks' notice. What are we going to see from him on a real full 8-week camp? It's going to be unbelievable.
Remember the name, biggest fight of your career. Good luck, brother. I know a lot of people are rooting for you out there. Everybody knows how hard you work.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate you guys.